you can like the manager and still question him. Okay, you don't want him gone. You can also not like the manager and still not be all doom and gloom. Fire him. Let's use it,
Use your common sense.
please, because it's pissing me off.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shirtless Plantain Show. This is the Manchester United edition. You have myself, Tosin, your host, alongside my co-host, Tomi. We've had something very, very rare as a Man United fan. A good week. Not a good
A
day.
great week.
A great week. Stadium got announced. Qualified out of Europa League. We beat them 3-4, 4-0, right? Something like that.
Yeah, like no, it was like 4-1.
4-1, and then we just beat Leicester 3-0 today, and it's just like, wow. We scored multiple goals in multiple games, and we got a new stadium announced. Is this what good news feels like?
We're on the come up, man. Tell Liverpool, look over their shoulder. The title charge is back on. Stop
But
playing with us.
we 13th. We moving up.
Not better than some teams in North London. I won't say no names,
Yeah.
but you know who you are.
What did
That's the thing.
go ahead?
That's all I've ever asked for. As long as I still got someone I can hate on,
Yeah.
I'll find something good to come out of the season.
I was
And
gonna
I've gotten multiple hate watches off.
Hey, listen, man, it happens. That's the best way to get over it. I was gonna quote a former sane person. Now he's off the meds and thinks he's what's it called? Thinks he's a right winger. But
Oh Jesus!
yeah, he's known as Mr. West anyway. Man United is what, this week he mopping the fraud, this week he mopping, next week's the fraud. That's us.
Literally,
Stick by his side, girl. Anyways, let's get into the game. Let's talk about Sociedad first of all. Um, Zubimendi, Casemiro rolled
Mhm.
back the clock against Zubimendi on Thursday, and embarrassing, very, very embarrassing that you let Casemiro style on you. Casemiro is all but 32 years old at this point. He's almost 33. It seems
it's like he had the Winter Soldier thing. As soon as he just saw the La Liga colors, just heard them speaking Spanish, and man rolled back the clock.
yeah.
He was out here looking. Honestly, I feel like this is his best role. Him just coming in, getting like decent minutes here and there, not playing more than 3 games in a row. Please, let's just keep it at that.
But yeah, Uncle Casemiro, son was showing us like, Uncle still got a little bit. But overall, we look good against them. Bruno Fernandes, man, it's easily our player of the season. It's not even close. I mean, Ahmad was neck and
Nah,
neck. Ahmad got injured, but listen, man, Bruno has been amazing. Nothing but deserves this hat.
and he's been so good, especially like on the roles he's been asked to play. He's been asked to play cam, been asked to play like sometimes during the game he'll shift out wide. The man will drop to center mid. Remember there was a game. Didn't him and Martinez switch and Martinez went up top and he played center back.
Yeah.
So like he's no matter anywhere we've asked him to be, he's done it and he's performed. So can't
Yeah.
fault the guy at all.
Thursday was good though, man. Like beating them, play Lyon next, play against Sharky, Malik Fofana. It's gonna be a very tough. Even Mikadatsu, who's been playing very well. But I think United should handle their own against Lyon. But you're starting to see more and more in these games. The biggest theme is that there's an identity and a clear way that the coach wants them to play. Now, because I've seen this since the beginning, right? I think that it's in taking time for it to like really for everyone to see it. But now you're seeing
Mhm.
if you plug and play certain plays and certain positions, they're looking like Garnacho on the right has been the best thing for him.
Yeah, absolutely. That guy, man, he doesn't. I feel like on the right is forcing him to look at the game more. Cause on the left he gets tunnel vision. As soon as he cuts in, he's only looking for one thing. On the right, he's able to at least look down the line, see I'm on my stronger foot. I do have the ability to either cross it or cut it back now, and he can also still get his dribbles and like size up defenders. And he's working with Dalot when he plays right wing back, who can overlap, who can help him there too. So I think the ride's been really good for him because it definitely opens up his game. Is one of those things where like youngsters first come in and you see what they can do, but then the stuff they do it builds up to what they actually can do. Like I remember a bunch of youngsters. Kobe, he wasn't dribbling as much when he first came, just doing the basics. So I feel like that's what putting Garnacho back on the right is doing. Let's just get the basics right first. Dribble, beat your man, get the ball in, when get the opportunity, shoot. And I think it's definitely working well for him.
I mean, Miles Lewis Kelly's doing that. Miles Lewis Kelly, you can clearly see he's a center midfielder, but he's learning the ropes at left back, and it's boding well for him. So the same things happened to Garnacho is go back to the basics. We know you're a good player. We know you have great potential. Do the bit, and this is why Bukayo Saka, outside of Mohamed Salah, is the best right winger in the world. It's not close because Bukayo Saka does the basics to the highest level, and then he
Hmm.
springs on the top a little bit of a Tatashe if he likes, a little bit of Adarudu. That's where
You feel
that's
me?
in dance is when you do the basics very well. Then you can start throwing in step overs and throwing in crave turns. But if you're not doing a 5, 10, 15 yard pass simply, knowing when to check your run, knowing when to look over your shoulder, it's not gonna bode well for you. And Garnacho's now starting to boil it down. Why he scored today against, Leicester because he's doing the basics right. But somebody who stood out to me and has been standing out ever since he got booed is Joshua Xerxes. Talk to me about Joshua
Yeah.
Xerxes. Talk to me about Xerxes.
I generally said like you said, ever since he got booed, that man came back with like a vengeance. He's been absolutely hooping and he's been sensational. Again, I will still maintain I do like him as a nine, so he does need to get more goals in this game. That is without saying. But I still think he's been scoring recently though. He had a goal in the first leg and he also scored in the FA Cup. So the goals are gonna come, but everything else is there. Like you said, once you can do the basics right, I'm glad and I know you can build up. So he's great at receiving the ball, great at bringing teammates into play, holding up possession. Generally, he can become a great all around nine for us. So I've been impressed with him.
I mean, he does say his favorite player is Ronaldinho. The way he's been cutting in and out and nutmegging people, you can tell he's been watching tape. It's funny because in football, right? Like, you don't really want your strikers or your players to be too tall, right?
Yeah,
And it's such a funny sport because Zerx is at that awkward height where it's like he's 6'4" ish, 6'5", where it's just like we know you got the skills. It's kind of awkward when you see a taller person dribble. So it's funny, but I'm glad he's showing what exactly how good he is. But we wish we didn't talk about Aiden Heaven. It's unfortunate that he picked up an injury. The kid was looking very, very promising on his Premier League debut. Looked good in his actual overall Man United debut against, against Real
Sociedad.
Sociedad. Yeah, and like the kid looked very good, and that injury looked bad. They didn't even show the replay. That's how you know it's bad. So praise up to him, but he did look very good.
Yeah.
Hurt.
I'm definitely hoping it's nothing like too serious. I hope it's nothing muscle related. Like I said, they didn't show the replay, but he's phenomenal. He's only 18, and I'm sorry, I think he's already better than Lindelof in our back line, and definitely him and Euro for the next foreseeable future. I definitely think is gonna be is gonna we're set there again. Hopefully the injury is anything too crazy, but also um like he's comfortable on the ball. But I also like, and I said this, I think when he came on, he came for his official debut. The way he just finds he's a ball magnet. He sniffs out where the ball will be, where the danger is, and he's there to stop it. And he always does it within like he never dragged too far wide out of his position to do it. So I think he's a general intelligent player on top of like being good on the ball and being physically impressive.
It's also like the thing that Ruben Amorim wants is he wants the center backs to step up. Lenny Euro does that very well, anticipates and steps up well. Aiden Heaven does the same thing. Lindelof, I'm glad you mentioned him because we're gonna be switching between Sociedad and, in today's game.
Yeah.
Lindelof got punked by Jamie Vardy, and it wasn't even a foul. It's just
Bad.
straight up just like, "Yo, you're just
He
not."
just yeah.
There's nothing anyone can say. You're just not good.
And it was bad. I'm like, bro, what the hell am I seeing? And like you said, he needs the defenders to I'm gonna like the defenders to step up. The lit is I think he's the best one at that so far. So he does that in a defensive sense and sniffs out the danger. You know why that won't work? Lindelof is the biggest coward when it comes to defending. He backs off his man so much till till they have the perfect angle to shoot. Not even just like, oh, it's today or this season. He's been doing it since he came to United. That's how he defends. He stands off the defender. I mean the attacker, and it's stupid. So he generally can't work in this system, like at
Also
all.
Victor Lindelof is the kid that did his what his dad does for work when the whole time he really just wants to be an art major. That's what Victor
I
Lindelof.
about to say, like, bro, you can still go model for H&M, man, or go announce IKEA stores. Go do voiceovers for IKEA stores, man. Like, come on, he pisses me off.
Yeah, man, I'm trying not to be too mean to the players, but they did well today, man. Winning on
Yeah.
Thursday, winning on, today against Leicester was is important, especially for the morale of the club because we don't have any easy games coming up. We have
No.
Nottingham Forest when the breaks back, then City, then Lyon, Newcastle, then Lyon from Wolves and Bournemouth and Brentford. That's not
We're
easy.
winning. We're winning all of those, man. Don't worry. I told you. I remember. I told you people were beating Arsenal and winning against Sociedad. We didn't. We should have beat Arsenal, and we did beat Sociedad. So I don't want to say I'm correct all the time, but
Yeah. I will say today was the most impressive for me with Ruben Amorim because he got his subs right every single time today. Giving Harry Amas his debut on his birthday special. Harry Amas will never forget that.
hmm
That's great. Chida Obi came on in just enough time for him to show what he could do, and that boy is a physical, technical freak. He's
bro, he's gonna be good. Like I'm not worried about the goals or anything like that. He's gonna be good.
mhm,
He's 18 himself too, right?
17.
17. Yeah, he's good.
17 too. He turned 17 in November. Yeah, so he doesn't turn 18 till November.
Yep. That boy's set. He's fine.
Yeah, Rasmus Højlund finally got a goal, and it was a good goal too. He had a lot of time to think, and he didn't overthink, and he actually finished it very well. So
With
that's
his weak foot too.
then that's a good sign that, he's learning and doing things better because the talent is there. We've seen enough of Rasmus to know that you're strong enough, you're faster enough, you're technical enough to do what you do, and you really get finished when you get your chance. And he showed it today because I sort of finish with somebody who doesn't have confidence. If you could overthink it, you could blast over the net, send it wide, you can hit the goalkeeper, but he picked the right finish and he did his thing. So
Yeah, honestly, and his overall game today too wasn't bad, so can't really complain too much. But yeah, he got his goal. It was a big goal, and let's hope he builds on it because he needs it. And if we do want to win the Europa League, which I think we're favorites or we should be amongst the favorites, we need him scoring and we need him firing.
yeah. The only person I could say disappointed me today was Christian Eriksen. I already know what I expect for Lindelof, which is nothing. So I'm not really over Lindelof. I don't it's not his fault. But Eriksen, man, like he has had a great career. But you can tell the legs are gone, man. Like he's completely shy. He can't run, he can't move. And it's unfortunate to see somebody, who had such a good career turn into
Just go out like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's man, like you said, it's like I was when we were doing the live watch along against for the Arsenal game, and I was saying it like, and I was half joking about like we need to bring in like at least one of the youngsters till we can find a suitable backup. But the more and more I see it, I'm sorry, like I think we should be entertaining throwing on one of these youngsters every now and then for his minutes because it's bad. And like you said, I can't blame him. He's 33.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's 33,
No, no, no.
legit
30
with a
about to be 33 this year.
okay, 30, yeah, 32 with legit a pacemaker. It's like you've been playing for years. I can't even fault you. Like this not a this can't be a like, oh, Christian Eriksen is bad. Legit, the leg is just gone. Like it's time. Like the same with Casemiro, who was like decent today. The leg is just gone, and you can't do what you used to do consistently at this moment. It happens to literally everyone.
Except LeBron James.
Don't worry, the time has been punishing by taking his hairline. So time to win something. So we just honestly just need to till we can find a replacement. I don't want to be that guy that's always like youngsters, because like you always say, you can't just throw them in at any moment. But we have to start entertaining it because it's looking tragic out there.
Yeah.
Like it's not the best look. And speaking of youngsters, you did mention Harry Moss. I do just want to go back and shout him out because I do think the biggest knock on him, which is a legit it's a legit criticism that his size can maybe like it may be a hindrance. I still think we can maybe let's see him. this last couple of games, see if he can handle it. But from what I've seen today, he looked ready. There were a couple times where like he did feel that pressure and he didn't get the ball away fast enough. But I will say I think he can because his like the basics again, going back to the basics. The basics he does well technique wise. He's technically sound.
Mhm.
He's like a mini Luke Shaw without like literally a mini Luke Shaw. Like a mini Luke Shaw, just not horrible. If you know, you know. So
Yeah.
shout out to him. And like you said, this is a moment he won't forget. I do want to see him a little bit more because I like Dalot on the right. Again, I do still think we can actually absolutely find better. But
Yep.
this last couple games, he's impressed me on the right, and he's finally crossing. And see what happens when you cross, we score.
What he did to Mavididi, right? As someone said in the group chat, that was definitely Real City motivated.
That was some like I'm bringing the Portuguese the Portuguese line back.
Coach
That was
Columbus will be that impressed with that much aggression towards Africans from a Portuguese man.
that was bad, man. And man, and it's because you know what's so funny on the reverse picture. Masvidal was the one that completed like 11 dribbles on Dalot. So Dalot got it back in blood, man. He got it back in blood.
He said, "You
But
need 11 shots, I just needed 1." So I'm efficient with my shit. I said but nah, man, it's impressive. It's nice when your team finally decides to stop winning. But I think the most impressive thing out of all of this is that you're seeing exactly how Ruben Amorim wants to play. Like people's thinking that the back five is defensive. It's not. When it's done well, you see what happens in the last two United games. That this is an attacking system. It's just that you don't have the right ingredients, but he's learning on the job. He's learning on a daily basis. And I really love the fact he gave the academy kids, time with it because that's what
yeah.
players want to see. People want to see from him, and he did it. So proud of him.
And like you like you said, it had been an attacking system. There's this one oh my god, before having got injured, there's this one place where he won the free kick at the top of the box.
Mhm.
That's what it does. Cause allowed him to overlap and Ugarte dropped, shifted there. Or the who was this, the left wing back at that time? Was it still Dalot?
He was still Delo, yeah.
Yeah, he stayed back himself, let him go up to occupy that attacking space, and we won a free kick there. So that's why he likes Euro, Licha, and Heaven there. They're good on the ball, and we see what happens when it clicks, yeah. So
Yeah.
I still think he has questions to answer Amorim, but again, also guys, you can like the manager and still question him. Okay, you don't want him gone. You can also not like the manager and still not be all doom and gloom. Fire him. Let's use it,
Use your common sense.
please, because it's pissing me off. You have to bring in stupid clickbait logic into for real football debates.
One of my favorite things is that now we go into this international break now as a crisis club. We're not Chelsea. Chelsea go into the break as the crisis club. And it's a good time for the players to reset, refresh. Like Xerxes not going away to Netherlands, he will rest. Rasmus is gonna go get some love with the Danish national team. So the players that need love, we're gonna go get it. The players who need to rest, we'll go get it. And it's all firing all cylinders when we come back from the break. And I think the break has come to the right time. Like you can tell the players are slowly like, they're a little bit labored and you can tell they need to go 2 weeks off. So it's coming at the right time for this club.
Absolutely. Also we need to find a way to injure Bruno because if anyone needs a rest, like Portugal, please let my boy rest. But yeah, it was good to get this run of wins before, not even just run of wins, run of good performances
Yeah.
before international break. So you said more the people that stay back, they have time to work with Ruben. Ruben has time to like get his plans more concrete. And like you said, the players that going away to healthy national teams where they get love, more playing time, people are resting.
Hmm.
And obviously you can tell rest is a big party for him and Xerxes because how he's using them, the sub appearances and taking them off early. So that's good that he gets 2 weeks of rest.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's exciting times to be a United fan. You got a new stadium, got 2 good wins and performances, so, hopefully we don't come crashing back to cloud, to wherever we are, and this is all doom and gloom again, but there are signs. There's a lot of good signs, and Dorbu's back after his national break to play in the Premier League, which we needed that. We need him bad. So,
What a baller. His passing, I've noticed it lately. His passing is a little bit erratic,
mhm,
but man, I love that kid, and he's only 20.
mhm.
So, oh
He'll learn. I think that's one of the biggest things is that he's still at that age where he has his raw tools. Is now refining those tools and making him a much better player, which I think Ruben's gonna love him for that. So yeah.
yeah.
You got anything you
Also,
okay.
I about to also, hopefully, by the time international break comes back, Mino's back. Again, I will never not keep singing Mino's praises. He left that midfield, and we've been a mess in that midfield. I know some of you people don't know what a midfielder's job is, or you don't know what you're watching. I know. We need Mino. Whether you want to play him at cam or at 8, where I think he should be played, that man's at 8. Please don't be stupid. We need that boy back. Please, Mino, come back fit and fire Mark Skinner because we're ruining our women's team.
I can't believe they lost 3-0.
Fuck, man, that shit was bad. It was they ruined is it Fallon Grace? I can never pronounce her name.
Goalkeeper?
Yeah, Joyce. It's Joyce. I know I got Grace from. But yeah, she's been an excellent keeper.
Gonna for U.S. Women's national team, right? You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's cause the starting goalkeeper just retired. So
Yeah.
I think she's amongst one of the favorites to see who's next, but I doubt she'll get it. Cause I think I forgot who was number 2. But she'll definitely be in those like that rotation of 3, in my opinion. Cause
Yeah.
she's only 21, 22 also, right?
Yeah. She's still young. She's still young. Yeah.
Mm.
So hey, listen, good time to end the podcast. We were gonna do a mid-season review, but we all know what the season's been like. Not good. We finally got some, so that's all we can say, man. It's just good news, good wins, and we'll see where it goes after the international break. For myself, Tosin and Tommy, we're out. Everyone take it easy. Peace.
Peace.
Hey folks, this is Dan from the Shirtless Plantain Show. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and follow us on all our socials. You can see them right beneath our recordings in every video. Thanks again, and see you on the next one.